Oh shit! All right. Oh fuck! I forgot our thing again. What do you got here? How about this? Here you go. Now.
Attitude was fucking motherfuckers love it to be a soldier. Must maintain composure and ease, don't like the complicated.
There we go. That's supposed to be. That's supposed to be at the start every time. I just haven't set it up to do so. Been a long day, been a long day, ladies and gentlemen. Long ass week already. But welcome to the Keyboard Warriors Live. My name's Eddie Law. Waiting on Fred and Jesse to show up here in a little bit. Hopefully, you know how it is with real life and schedules and shit and kids and all that. So, gonna do like a mini hangouts, I guess, here before my boys show up. We shoot the shit about MMA and all that. A lot of happenings going on today. Apparently, the NBA postponed all their games as the players are protesting. All that went down in Wisconsin the other day, or yesterday, the day before. It seems like within minutes, life fucking just goes crazy. Hey, what's up, guys? Otis was good. We're gonna hang out here for a little bit, waiting for my boys to show up, but just very quickly. It's just crazy how quick like everything just went ape shit. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of nutty. So we're kind of all you could do is hope for the best and hope shit turns out okay, because you never know, man. I mean, I don't know. I would love to say I have the answers. I don't. So we'll start off talk about some MMA. Fuck it. What are you else gonna do? Obviously, UFC Vegas. What is it? 7 this last weekend. Frankie Edgar versus Pedro Munoz. A lot of people actually, like disagreeing. Disagreeing with the decision of old Frankie Edgar getting the nod over Pedro Munoz. I don't know if anyone here agrees or disagrees with that. Watched it twice. Had it Frankie Edgar both times. Like split. It wasn't at all like unanimous, but look, man, that was a great fucking fight though. A lot of people thought that card was gonna suck. That card was pretty good for what it ended up being. So let's go over the card here, starting off with the prelims. First fight of the night, Trevin Jones got that TKO win in the second round against Timur Valiev. I think Jones is the one that had to come in and weigh in twice, right? Or was it Timur? I don't remember. Anyway, then Matthew, I keep saying Smellsburger, but it's Semmelsberger, getting the decision over Carlton Minus, who everyone was making fun of his name. I thought he was a Minus guy, but it's not. It's his Minus. And then Jordan Wright gets the first round TKO over Ike Villanueva. Kind of expected that one. Amanda Lemos gets the decision win over Mizuki Inoue. She went at something else, didn't she? Like just Mizuki. I don't think she went with the Inoue thing, like at all. So, regardless, what else we got? Daniel Rodriguez getting the first round knockout over Dwight Grant in a super last second fight. Then Shannon Dobson getting the huge ups. She was like a plus 800, plus 900 underdog, and she gets the win. Not something I expected of Shannon Dobson, to be honest with you. Not saying she got lucky, but I just don't think that she's not going to go on a title run. That's all I'm saying. I don't think. Then Joe Solecki gets the submission win over Austin Hubbard. First round. Mike Rodriguez with the TKO win over Marcin Perchino. And then, of course, Frankie Edgar in a really close fight. It was pretty close with Pedro Munoz, but I don't think it was. I still had it for Frankie. I don't know how you guys had it. So, right, it was split. Agreed. Totally agree. I had it for Frankie very slightly. I didn't have it, like a clear-cut decision for anybody. Certainly not Frankie, but okay, Fred's about to be on here in a minute. But I certainly didn't have anybody by unanimous decision. So it's all good. Anyway, what do you guys think about the main event? Because again, great fight, super close fight. I had a Frankie Edgar for sure. I didn't think it was it was one of those you could have gone either way, right? You would have been happy either way. But I had a Frankie Edgar. That being said, Pedro Munoz just lost a lot of steam, in my opinion, to a guy that wasn't even ranked in the division. So there you go. And then this weekend we have good old Anthony Smith against Alexander Rakic. Alexander Rakic all They've been asking everyone at 205 about John Jones. It seems like everyone's like, okay, whatever. Like, cool, let him move up. It opens up our division. But that will always be John Jones' division, no matter what. No matter who the champion is, they didn't beat John Jones to get the title. So it's just one of those things they're going to be looking at. Let's see. Like I said, we're doing like a mini little. Agapova gas after trying to finish the fight in the first round. Got to learn to be more patient. Agreed. Judges got it right. It was close, though. Agreed. Yeah, common new deal with new fighters that come out super hard. Right. They all want to make an I mean, everyone knows in the UFC, especially with Dana White, you got to make an impression. You got to try to make an impression. Like, he likes fighters that go for the kill early. So you can blow your load real fast. So, let's see. I'm going to keep checking the headlines while we do our mini little hangouts while we're waiting for Fred and Jesse to show up here. Then we'll get some heavy MMA. And yeah, this is it's crazy how people get all mad when like professional athletes give their opinion. It's just, I don't know. Anyway, what else do we have this last weekend? Was there a Bellator this weekend? This is when Bader got knocked out, right? I watched that fight. I want to say it was this weekend or last weekend. Might have been last weekend. Let's see. Oh God, Bellator 244 produces lowest ratings of the year for the promotion. That's how little anybody gave a shit about Ryan Bader fighting. But they have the best light heavyweight division, all right? Bro. Shit. Yeah, so Ryan Bader gets knocked the fuck out. By the way, here we go. What's up, Red?
Oh, can you hear me?
Yep.
All
right. First, let's talk about UFC Vegas 7, whatever number we're on. Do you think Frankie Edgar won that fight?
You know what? Here's a better question.
Okay.
Who gives a fuck? This whole fucking card was slightly fucking forgettable for all of me. Some decent fights, but, you know, I don't know. In the words of the great George St. Pierre, I'm not impressed. And I tell you what, all jokes aside, I thought Frankie looked good for as old as he is. I thought that he would probably lose a bit more of a decisive decision. I didn't think Pedro would get him out of there, but I thought he would kind of dominate the fight. And I guess what I did learn from this fight is that Frankie still got a little gas in the tank, still got a little trail in the tank. I don't think he's going to make a run at the title, but I mean, what the fuck, right? Pedro Munoz is fucking, what was he, like fucking number 4, number 5 in the world?
He was.
Well, right. So to answer your first fucking question, do I think he won? Yes. And I'll tell you why. Because when fights are this goddamn close, I'll take any winner. If Pedro had won and you had came on here and you said, do you think Pedro won? Yeah, sure. Like, for all of me, these fights are a draw. It was a super close fight, man. You know, I guess gun to my head, I probably would have picked Frankie.
Yeah.
But I think maybe when fights are this close, it's just more about who you lean towards. I just think I kind of like Frankie a little more, so I looked for the more positives of his, you know what I'm saying? But it was a super close fight, man, you know. And beyond that, I can't stand the fucking 10-point must system and shit. I for all you dicks out there that sit at home, fucking, I gave Frankie, I fucking hate those dickheads. I gave Frankie the first 3 rounds. Guess what, dickhead? Nobody cares who you gave anybody what to. You're a shitbird ass fuck loser. Nobody gives a fuck. And it's a fucking flawed system. 10-9 these fucking nuts.
Yeah, we're still doing the old boxing fucking scoring system. It's really stupid.
It's ridiculous.
Really yeah. And when God says every split decision, the losing fighter has a case that won't ever go away unless judging is fixed or we get more draws.
Exactly. I fucking completely agree. So it's like I get fucking tired of coming here week after week and we go, he got robbed. He got, you know, I swear, man, I hate to be fucking DW's dick rider, but as the great DW has been saying, do not leave it in the hands of the judges. And for all you pricks out there that'll be like, well, it's easy to say that from your couch. Suck my dick. I didn't decide to be a fighter. You did. Fuck. Y'all chose this to be your career. No, that's another thing. Fighters should get paid more. Hey, man, I didn't look where nobody was making motherfuckers fight. You want to make more money? Go be an engineer and fucking sell cocaine. Make real good fucking money. Don't pick a career and be mediocre at it and then bitch at me because you don't get paid enough. What the fuck?
At the same time, the UFC announced the decision they bought like 100 acres next to the fucking Apex for a hotel because Dana White wants to be fucking self-sufficient. And it's kind of like, man, you gotta build a little like a little UFC town within Vegas before he's fucking done. I almost think that's the case, a goal. But
some gangster ass shit to me.
Oh, dude, I was just like, God damn, Dana.
I mean,
I bet you that thing has a casino and shit too, like UFC slots and shit.
Honestly, I think that's another thing. I hate to be such a fucking company man, but I think that's another thing. I know we're way off fucking Frankie Edgar at this point, but I think that's another thing that people fail to realize when they're bitching about like fighter pay. Listen, could the UFC give some fighters more money? Absolutely. And do some fighters deserve more money for the performances they put in? Weili Jane and Joanna Jędrzejczyk come to mind. Absolutely. All that being said, this big fucking fight island, all the wheels that got to be greased for this shit to keep happening during this pandemic, them building a fucking hotel, yo, that shit's expensive. And that's strictly for the fighters. That's to make, and the UFC staff, that's for us. That's to make this product better. He's not building a hotel so him and fucking the Fertittas can fuck whores and do cocaine there, for fuck's sake. He's building it so that fighters can come, their fucking family can come, their fucking teams can come, they can get the fights done better. And that shit ain't cheap.
Right.
Bet you that shit costs like $100 million. But no, we should pay fucking Joe Blow on the undercard another 10 grand because he couldn't make it at fucking Chili's.
We're always out to argue about that one for sure. But I get what you're saying. All right. Who's your loser of the weekend? How's it not Maria Foolish Pace like a Pova? Blew herself out in the first round? Yep.
Sometimes I disagree with Otis on the whole loser and winner of the week, but boy, he nailed it there. That hoe came in at like a motherfucking 1,000,000-to-1 favorite, and fucking Flat just got fucking the gas taken out of her tank. But that's what you get. She came out fucking doing a jig, dancing and carrying on. Bro, was this her second or third fight in the UFC?
Fragapova, I think second.
Second or third. Bro, these young lads, what's the fucking the hair lip fucking Swede that's got the big mouth right now? I can't pronounce the prick's name. He had the 2 wins in like 10 days or whatever. Whatever the fuck,
Makachev or whatever.
Yeah, you know the guy, the Swede that looks like a Russian.
Yeah, he looks like a Russian.
Y'all young bloods gotta chill, dog. Y'all come in and whoop a couple sissies and be like, "Hey, Jack, I'm going blah blah blah." Chill. Same thing with Margaret, whatever the fuck, Margaret Pova, whatever the fuck. We thought she was the next Joanna. Bro, you had one good performance. You look good in that performance, but this UFC shit is the real deal, dog. You can't beat a couple no names and then start calling out the fucking the upper elites.
Yeah, she pieced up Hannah Cyphers and then submitted her with a rear naked choke, and then she just blew her load against Shannon Dobson, and Dobson took over and started barking. But
and maybe that's just an experience thing. Maybe she would beat the shit out of her if they fought in the future. But hey, nonetheless, that's something that we got to learn. Competition matters.
She's kicking herself right now for that bullshit for coming out like on fire like she did. Broken says, I was watching LFA before the Bellator card. Sounds about right. Yeah. We'll talk about that Bellator card in a second. At least that main event. It's fucking hilarious. Who's your winner of the weekend? How's it not Daniel Rodriguez with an outstanding comeback, come from behind knockout victory?
That was beautiful. That was beautiful.
Got to give it to him. Last second.
Although I would have to say, for me, I would give performance of the weekend or whatever to Frankie Edgar. Well, okay, maybe not the weekend. We'll get to Bellator here in a minute. That pretty much kind of. But for this card, because I think Frankie really needed this win, and with him getting it, I think he'll be able to really squeeze the fuck out of the lemon. I think if Pedro would have won this fight, they still would have shortballed him a little bit because he ain't never been that guy. Frankie's been that guy, so him getting this win, I think they're going to try to put, I think Frankie Edgar's one good win away from getting that title shot. I mean, at this point, he needs one good win. You put him in there with a Corey Sandhagen or the like, he gets that win, he's right in the title shot. So
Ali came out, Ali Abdelaziz, his manager, and he comes out like, who wants to see Frankie Edgar in there against Petr Yan? And oh man, Frankie Edgar is one of the more popular he's like one of the fan favorites in the UFC. I have not seen the most fuck no's, hell no, get the fuck out of here tweets or responses to Ali ever. At
Listen.
least not about Frankie Edgar.
Listen, who is Corey Sandhagen's got a fight lined up, don't he? Who's he fighting?
Let me find out. But I know Aljo got the title shot.
Yeah, Corey Sandhagen is fighting. I fucking smoke too much. He's fighting the other fucking top guy. He's fighting
Oh, come on, internet.
who the fuck is he fighting?
Here we go. Marlon Moraes.
Marlon Rice, yeah. Give Frankie the winner of that fight. And I know him and Marlon, I think, train together, whatever. But nonetheless, give Frankie the winner of that fight. And if he wins that fight, fuck yeah, I'll take him versus Peter Yan. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, again, we get so ahead of ourselves in the sport. Peter Yan is a bad lad. No mistake about it. Let's not crown him the GOAT. Let's not, you don't want to, like, easy, big fella. Like, Frankie will be just fine if he can get another big win under. Now, I'm not saying that he's going to go in there and beat Peter Yan. He probably would not. But let's try to keep in mind here, Frankie did business at 55.
Oh, yeah.
And he did business at 45. He just ran into Jose Aldo when Jose Aldo was in his prime. What are you going to do? Ain't no shame in taking that loss. Styles make fights. And when Jose was in his prime, he was a fucking terror. And now that Frankie's at 35 and all y'all motherfuckers are his size, we would not be smart to just write Frankie off. Like, oh, he don't want it with Peter Yan. I don't know. Frankie's way too good, and he proved it in this Pedro Munoz fight. He didn't just go in there and get blown out. He still got some tread on the tires. Well, y'all better not sleep on Frankie. Now, I ain't saying he's gonna win the belt, but he ain't just gonna get trashed by anybody at 35, in my opinion.
No, I agree. No, and again, the experience factor, multiple title fights, defenses, constant rematches. This dude's got years of experience, even ahead of Peter Yan. So, like, I wouldn't look past or even Aljo. I wouldn't look past Frankie Edgar against either one of those guys.
Not at all. Yep.
All right, BTS, what's up, dude? Says I have an idea. Dillashaw versus Edgar when he comes back. What are your thoughts?
When will Dillashaw be back?
I think he has. Otis, do you know? I think he has like a few months left. Maybe a couple months.
Is it next year? I feel like it's next year. No,
I don't remember, dude.
Like January or something, maybe like December, January. Look, if Frankie wants to wait, I'm all for that.
Yeah.
If Frankie's willing to wait, I'm all for that.
You'd have to promise him a fucking title shot after that, though, to make him wait that long.
I think both of them would be promised a title shot with a win. Like if they actually line that fight up, hey, whichever one of y'all comes out on top, y'all get the shot for sure.
Everyone says TJ Dillashaw deserves a shot when he comes back, and I'm like, hey, he cheated. Fuck out of here. Anyway.
It's a good point. I agree. You can't get a title shot upon returning when you got fucking cheated, dude.
Yeah, and gone for like 2 years. Pedro uses his chin as a strategy in his attack. He loves to eat punches. He'll eat like a few to land like 2 good ones because he knows that one of his lands clean, it could be over.
Problem is, that shit don't really work on Frankie the Zombie Edgar. Right. I mean, what's the pretty cocksucker's name? Brian Ortega pulling off some bullshit on Frankie, but for the most part, Jack, you don't knock Frankie out.
Nope, you don't.
I mean, the dude just fought killers at 55 and never really got slept like that. Like he's got a legendary fucking chin.
Right, and honestly, not too many fights left at 38 years old. There's no way. But he's one of the most durable, lighter guys like ever. Let's see. All right. Otis says these glorified sparring matches are going to cut it. Munoz should have been more aggressive. He was pretty fucking aggressive. He was working that leg kick like a motherfucker. I mean, even everyone started making the Sean O'Malley jokes in the middle of the fight.
But I do know what Otis is getting at, though, especially in these fights that really matter. And again, yo, welcome to the keyboard warriors, right? It's so easy for us to sit here on our couch and say, "Give it up, empty your tank." But the truth is, that is what you need to do. Mm-hmm. You need to give it that motherfucking Forrest Griffin, Stephan Bonner 1 energy. That 5th round comes, dog. You need to. Let me tell you something, man. I'm fucking carrying on and ranting now, and I know you remember this, Eddie, but y'all might not remember a guy named Chris Lytle. I'm gonna tell you a quick little story about Chris Lytle. I've probably told on this podcast before, but Chris Lytle made a conscious decision at some point in his career to be a fan favorite. Mm-hmm. He said, I no longer care about winning fights, but I promise you this, my fights will be exciting. And God damn it, they was. And ironically enough, he won a lot of those fights. But after he said that, in every fight that Chris Lytle had, he came out and went balls to the fucking wall. And he either won or it was a fucking fight of the night contender. I think a lot of guys would benefit from just doing that. Sure, the first round or two, you got to try to gauge shit. Come rounds 4 or 5, dog, fucking go for it. Throw it to the wind, man. Like you either win in glory or at least we're all like, oh my God. Like you see that fight. And if you can produce one of those moments, we don't mind you losing. Who Vanderlei lost in the Vanderlei Chuck Liddell fight, right?
Yeah.
Who cares? The fight was so good that it wouldn't have mattered whether Chuck or nobody took nothing away from Vanderlei because it was such a dog fight. If you get in one of those, like your loss don't matter because it was so fucking entertaining and you went out, swinging.
I mean, like you said, those exciting fighters are the guys that come out. I'm trying to pull up Silva's record here, but the guys that come out and like the fan favorite guys, like who's a fan favorite right now that you just know is gonna like blow up? Like Gaethje was one of those guys until he started fucking fighting to win instead of fighting to murder.
Still a fan favorite though. Still a fan favorite.
Definitely. Let's see. God damn.
Izzy was a fan favorite until fucking the Yoel fight, for fuck's sake.
Yeah. No, you're right. You're right. No, yeah, what's his name? Vanderlei Silva lost to Liddell. No, you're absolutely right. Dude, Chris Lytle last fought in 2011. He's 46. And Vanderlei Silva last fought in 2018 or 2019. And he's 44.
Pull up Chris Lytle's record.
All right.
If you will, please.
Yeah.
Because I'll remember these fights. Because man, he had like 4 or 5 fights at the end of his career. Because he went on a little run too. He won like 3 or 4 of them in a row. But they were dog fights, all of them.
I remember the fucking Matt Brown armbar win. I remember that shit.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Exciting fight.
All right. So, Marcus Davis, a split decision win or loss. Kevin Burns, decision win. Brian Foster, knee barred him. I remember that. The Matt Brown armbar win, right? The Matt Serra decision. The Dan Hardy guillotine choke. What's up?
That's it. Right there. After the Marcus Davis fight.
Yeah.
He said that. And then Kevin Burns, Brian Foster, Matt Brown, Matt Serra. The Brian Ebersole fight was still fucking super exciting. He lost it, but it was super exciting. And the Dan Hardy fucking win he went out on. From after that Marcus Davis fight, Chris Lytle was like, fuck this. I don't give a shit if I win or lose, but we're going to get down James Brown. Not only did he win those fights, but I'm telling y'all right now, for all y'all motherfuckers that got Fight Pass, if you ain't hit them fights, mark my words, go back and watch them fights. They're fucking amazing. Fire.
100%. 100%. Hit up. Yeah, I need to hit up that Fight Pass like you were saying. All right. Let's catch up with some comments here real quick as soon as I fix it. I haven't heard from Jesse yet. I'm trying to figure out what the fuck this dude's doing. I mean, I know he's working, but goddamn.
Fucking it's hard to fuck out here.
Right. Yeah. Meanwhile, when DW's asked about the fighters, well, we're in a pandemic right now. Times are tough. Talking about the hotel and paying them more and all that. I know. Let's see.
Yeah.
I could probably call that Dobson too, so she looked like a dope. Well, how do you call it Dobson when you're like Dobson had she was like 3-4 before this fight. How the fuck are you gonna call it Dobson?
Honestly, I don't like those fights. Because it's like now you're really screwed. Now you actually lost to that person who had a losing record. Like I'd rather fight somebody with a winning record. That way, if I do lose, at least maybe it looks better in hindsight. Right.
You call out up. You don't call out down. Fucking idiot.
Yeah. What the fuck? Just in case.
Yeah. Darren Till, Jack Hermanson, December 5th. That's a solid fight. Everyone's looking forward to that one. Tracy Cortez, BM Maliki on October 10th. I'm always down to watch Tracy Cortez do anything. Dillashaw's back in January.
I don't know. I honestly, I'd like to see Frankie get in there before that. But if Frankie wants to wait, it is a good fight.
Right. Let's see. 135 just got even better.
It's actually a really good fight now that I think about it.
With the Dillashaw Edgar?
Yeah, stylistically. That is actually a really fun fight now that I think about it. I don't, when I think about it in my head, it's like, what would happen? Would TJ outstrike Frankie, or would Frankie be able to fucking get in and work his that is interesting actually.
135 just got even better though. Then we get TJ coming back in January, so it's crazy. Raider goes, what's that? Raider says, I don't give a fuck. Let TJ cheat. He might need to cheat to get back in the fucking weight.
Yo, MMA don't care though, bro.
No.
If TJ comes back and gets one good win, mom will be the fucking word about those steroids. We won't bit more care. I mean, you'll always have like that one dickhead that brings it up, but in general, we're so just going to let it slide. Like we're not going to like pigeonhole him that shit. Like just it does not matter in MMA, man.
Yeah, I mean, just as long as you're fun as fuck to watch fight, no one's gonna give a shit. Let's see.
Yo, speaking of
This
that,
is weird.
did
What's
you
up?
see Paulo Acosta's fucking new tweet?
From today?
I don't know whether it was today or yesterday, but it was like something about Izzy had tweeted out, I hope USADA's testing Paulo in Brazil. And Paulo's like, yeah, they have it, baby, or some basically was like, yo, they ain't testing Jack and I'm juiced. Let's get it.
Dude, all right, I'm gonna pull it up. I know it's fucking great. It was a great fucking tweet. I died laughing when I saw it. It's like, get the fuck out. Don't tell me he deleted it.
He probably
This motherfucker might have deleted it.
It should be on my channel. If he deleted it, I'll say I retweeted that shit with fucking weirdy beard.
No, here, I got it. All right, hang on a second. This shit, because it was great. They've been going back and forth on Twitter like a motherfucker, and I'm just like, I'm just watching it happen. Here you go.
I'm excited for that fight.
Yeah, unfortunately to you, runner Sonya, USADA never came to test me in Brazil. Fuck you, already dead men. Skull. KOB's coming to you.
Is that not an admission to guilt?
Whether it is or not, it's fucking hilarious. Like, yeah, I'm on steroids. So what?
Yeah, he just fucking basically admitted it in broad daylight on Twitter. We're all just like, look at that. And fucking 3,000 likes. Nobody gives a shit. They're just like, whatever.
Dude, the golden snitch is gonna be like, probably fell off out of his fucking seat. Like, we didn't what? That motherfucker. He immediately start calling, get someone over there.
Shout out to what we got there. Shout out to Tito Cray. Imagine being that malnourished manlet that thinks Paulo's body can't be achieved naturally. Couldn't be me. Hey, Tito, suck my fucking dick. He's cheating his dick off. That body can't be achieved naturally. Get the fuck out of here. What is he, fucking the Brazilian He-Man?
Yeah, no, that's just crazy. But yeah, no, that's a great fucking tweet. I'm all here for them going back and forth in the media and on Twitter and shit. It's fucking great. It says Amanda Nunes versus Megan Anderson December 12th. We're just pulling up chicks to get like just destroyed, right? Like that's basically what we're doing now.
But you know what though? Look, first off, this is the sort of fight that Amanda Nunes will lose.
Right.
This is the Buster Douglas fight. I feel like if Amanda does lose, it'll be this fight. Not this one, but one like this. And this was my worry about John Jones. I feel like these are the fights that they take a little lackadaisical. And believe me, Megan Anderson's somewhere doing push-ups right now, or she should be. And, you know what I mean? And also, look, Amanda's got to fight somebody. I mean, she's got to defend her fucking belt. So I suppose Megan Anderson's about as good as we're gonna fucking get. No,
there's no one else at 145. It's just to have a 45 fight. So, but I just think Nunes is gonna take her out. I mean, look, Megan is nothing impressive anyway. So we'll see. Let's see.
Right.
I'm kind of pulling for Feely in that one. That would be a sweet ass fight though. Andre Feely against who? Oh, Andre Feely versus Bryce Mitchell.
The little right?
Yeah, the little camo guy. Yeah. RDA versus Islam Makhachev. What's up?
That's a great fight too. That's a great fight. The little hillbilly. I like him a lot, but I tell you what, man. As much as I hate Touchy Feely's fucking nickname, that's an interesting fight choice for Bryce Mitchell.
Yep.
I feel like Touchy Feely might be a ruiner. He might be a little bit of a party spoiler with that fucking dude. Like he's got a lot. I know a lot of people. Look, I'm rooting for Bryce Mitchell. I'm picking him to pull off some crazy submission. But I will be very cognizant of the fact that fucking Andre Feely's got a lot of experience in this game, and more importantly, a lot of UFC experience.
Right. No, you're 100% right. You're 100% right. And that Feely's been one of those guys that like everyone's been looking down upon, like waiting for the UFC to cut him, and they just don't. He just pulls off some bullshit and keeps it. He stays in the game. So good for him.
He's scrappy.
Very scrappy. He's fun as hell to watch, honestly. RDA versus Makachev, October 24th. That's RDA back at 55. So cutting back down to 55 to being a 70-year for a minute, and then they gave you that guy. I gotta give it to RDA. That's balls.
Yeah, I agree. Listen, RDA has rubbed me wrong for a month of Sundays. I have came on this particular podcast and I've tore that man down for years. But let me take a moment to just give a shout out to RDA for being the Brazilian Cowboy Cerrone. RDA will fight your mama on Thanksgiving evening, Jack. Like, if there's a little bit of like RDA will take the worst matchups that gain him nothing in return. You've got to give credit where it's due. RDA is a bad motherfucker, man. Like that dude really that's a horrible matchup for him. And you know, he doesn't got a whole lot to gain by it. Islam's one of those guys that nobody's really fucking throwing their hand up wanting to fight right now. Like, shout out to RDA, man, for really being about that business, though.
He's about fighting. That's what he is. I mean, again, to go back down and get that guy, goddamn.
Right.
All right. Carlos Condit versus Court McGee on October 3rd. Court McGee's working his double leg takedowns because that's all he's gonna need. Let's see.
Strange fight. That's a strange one.
I don't know what it is. I'm done, honestly, with both guys. Carlos Condit's fun as how to watch against the striker. Court McGee's not gonna strike with him. That's just stupid. So, that is what it is. True. Megan's Can Christian days are long gone. When Nunes Rex for 145 division was retired. I don't see any other fights after that one. What are you going to give her? GDR back at 45? No.
GDR clearly don't want that smoke.
Nope. GDR's fighting who's that chick that was gone for fucking Jesse hates this chick. Bad. Pena. She's fighting Juliana Pena.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that was a weird thing, man. To be fair, GDR has fought, very, very, very tough women. It was a little strange that she avoided the Cyborg fight so vehemently as she did.
I'm still annoyed. I'm still annoyed that she cheated against Holly Holm. I'm not a Holly Holm fan, but like, was it striking after the horn like twice in one fight? Like, fuck out of here.
Yeah. I forgot about that. I smoked too much. That's a good point. She is a sneaky hot part too.
Yeah. Now she knows when to cheat. All right. Anderson Silva versus Uriah Hall on October 31st. That's a dope fight. What else?
Heard Anderson say this might be his last fight too.
Yeah, he still wants the McGregor fight. He almost says like the UFC owes it to him. I don't know. I'd watch it, but not for anything. Not for anything on the line. It'd just be fun to watch him fight. But and they were gonna do him and Pettis, or they were talking about him and Pettis, and that's not gonna happen. So yeah, this might be his last fight. Who knows? He's like 44, 45. Brian Ortega versus Chang Sun Young on October 17th, and Ortega's gonna die. Who knows?
Hey, that fight. Hey, yo, let me ask you this right quick, and everybody else listening. So Korean Zombie, Brian Ortega, Paulo Costa, Izzy, or Gaethje, Habib. What fight are you most excited for?
Costa Izzy. I can't help it. That fight is just like, god damn.
I tell you what, there are no wrong picks, and I think most people are going to pick one of the two title fights. For me, it's the Korean Zombie Brian Ortega. Listen, man, I'm a sucker for the drama. I have not forgotten he smacked his translator, Jack. Like, I am fucking here for it. I did not forget that shit. Like, it is going, and not to mention, they're both extremely exciting fighters, very sort of different style set. Like we all know Brian Ortega is a fucking animal on the ground. And the Korean Zombie is serviceable, but the Korean Zombie has great striking, but Brian Ortega has power. And Brian Ortega can take a fucking licking and keep on ticking, a la Max Holloway. That fucking fight is fantastic.
Yep. 100%. Jesse, you there?
Yo, what's up, guys?
Did you watch the fights last weekend or did you go hiking?
Nah, I was out.
This motherfucker.
We're gonna fucking kick you off the show if you don't start watching the goddamn fights, Jesus.
All right. Well, this might actually get me kicked off, but I did see the Bellator. Just one fight on Bellator card.
The main event, right?
No, I will fuck off with it. We're not there yet, so don't ruin it.
Was it the main event?
Fucking blow the load on it.
No,
it wasn't the main event.
No, it wasn't the main event.
Which fight did you watch?
Was the main event.
What did you watch?
Fucking Bader and the Russian. What the fuck? What do you mean? What was the main event?
Yeah,
what else did you watch on that fucking card?
Oh shoot, you're right. No, I just tuned in to support my cousin Goyito. He
Right.
fought on the undercard
And lost, unfortunately.
and lost, and yeah, then I was out. I didn't watch the rest of it, so.
Way to be a racist, Jesus. Tune in for the Mexican and just fuck off for the rest of the card, huh?
Wait. I was gonna tune in for the white guy Ryan Bader. No, I'm good.
Well, you missed out him getting knocked the fuck out. It was awesome. All right. We'll just keep going in the comments. We'll get to that fight in a second. Derek Lewis against Curtis Blades on November 28th. Derek Lewis, stuff him.
I tell you what, if Francis fights Stipe next and DC keeps his funny fat ass retired, and John does indeed come to heavyweight, I like him versus the winner of that fight. And quite frankly, moreover, I like him versus Derek Lewis. That's what I want. I love that because I always give John shit for not really. I don't know. I don't want to say he's not like a real black man, but he's not really respected in the black community. Like what John don't got for the black community, Derek Lewis does. Like, I don't know exactly how to describe it, but Derek Lewis has that sort of hood respect that John just don't got. And I think their personalities clashing would be very interesting, even in the lead up to the fight, because they're sort of like different kind of dudes. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're not really similar like that.
Nope, they're not. You're not going to see them, both like on the same level. Like you said, Lewis is going to have a lot of hood back up. John Jones is going to be just kind of out of his element if Derek Lewis brings that shit with him. Edson Barboza versus Stoic Yusuf on October 10th. Edson Barboza is just fun to watch, so I'm cool with that. Kevin Holland against Darren Stewart. Ooh. That's kind of a jump because Darren Stewart. I mean, I know Kevin Holland's coming off a win and everything, but Darren Stewart's a motherfucker. I got sneaky bad.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, what are we catching up? Here we go. Yeah, Jesse's favorite fighter, Juliana Pena. He's definitely not going to miss this card. There's no way he misses the Juliana Pena fight. Jesse has never missed a Juliana Pena fight ever. He has all the Pena gear. You know, he has the RDA hat. He has a Pena hat and a shirt and a pendant and a tattoo and all this shit. So he ain't missing this one.
Yeah, right next to fucking Greg Hardy fucking memorial.
The shrine of Greg Hardy.
Oh my God.
Jesse, you excited?
No.
Okay.
Not at all.
There we go. Pena didn't look great against Nico.
To be fair, she'll probably take a beating. So there's that.
No.
I mean, is she the only person that has gotten worse off of doing commentary? Like every other fighter has actually gotten better doing commentary. She's the only person that's gotten worse. Oh, that's right, because she doesn't know how to do commentary.
Oh God. Yeah, dude. So she does commentary for Combate Americas and she's not good. She's not good. I'd love to say she's solid, but she's not. And it's not because, like, you know how people say, like, well, Rogan's a fucking, he's biased and Cruz is biased and everyone's biased and the fucking commentary's biased and now my vagina hurts. But sorry, whatever. But she's just not good at it. So
Fred, when you're at home and you watch something happen and you call it out and then you're like, oh shoot, you know what? I didn't see how that position really was. I totally messed that up. Or you get overexcited. Well, that's her on the commentary.
Yep.
But like, even though she messes up, she just keeps right on going. Like she didn't mess up. Like, yep, that was in. That was in. Oh no, he got out. Yeah, he got out of that. No, he was never in a choke. No, the dude was never gonna get finished. And she's like, oh, it's over. They should stop the fight. Oh my God. Anyway, my blood pressure just shot up 10 points.
Pena, he almost Jesse hates Pena almost as much as he hates Greg Hardy. Let's be real. Anyway,
that's saying a lot.
Kairos, what's up, dude? Says y'all act like Ortega can't stop anyone in that division. I'm telling y'all, T City will win. Okay.
I'm not telling you that T City's going to win, but I absolutely believe that he can submit. He can submit the Korean Zombie for sure. For sure. Like I'm not saying that's going to happen, but yeah, like people are really sleeping on Brian Ortega, though. People are making it seem like, oh, he's just going to get crushed. Y'all need to chill out. Like, he's got one loss, and it was the Max Holloway, and he didn't even get finished, right? They wouldn't let him fight no more because his face was hamburger meat. But he didn't go down. He didn't stop. He didn't tap. Like, yeah, Brian Ortega is a fucking problem.
I think the one thing people are looking at is that Korean Zombie's coming to bitch slap a motherfucker like hard for smacking his buddy. So that's probably what they're looking at.
People, y'all can say that shit from Yair was luck. I'm saying that he slept the Korean Zombie with one of the craziest spinning back elbows of all time, Jack. So you know what I mean?
Like an uppercut elbow out of his ass. It was just so weird, but it was dope.
Hey, yo, fights like that, real talk, are why whatever fucking. Well, actually, this weekend's card's all right, but the cards that are shit on paper, the reason I tune in and watch all them dumbass fights are because of fights like that. That fight was so good, and then the ending was so fucking incredible because that was at the last second, right, of the 5th round,
right,
or the 3rd round, or whatever it was. That was like at the very end of the fight. Incredible. Like, you can't write shit like that. Shit like that is why I don't watch team sports, Jack. I can't get that from football. Like, I don't get it, Jack. Like, I don't get those. That's just that type of shit is why I love this fucking sport. Fights like that, man.
But those are the ones that you talk to your buddies about, like, especially the guys that don't watch MMA. That you got to watch this fight, check this shit out, and they're like, "What?" And that's how you get hooked.
Right.
So yeah.
Right.
Raider goes, "LOL. Only Jesse comes on an MMA show and doesn't watch MMA."
Hey, ain't seen the show in like 3 months.
Right. What's the last card you watched?
All the way through, or just like that? I saw something?
Not one fight. No. You're like a good amount of it. God damn, you can't even say it.
Wait. No. There was a recent one. There was a pay-per-view I saw.
DC? No, you didn't watch DC.
No, I didn't watch the DC fight. Damn it.
You don't even remember, dude.
I don't remember.
God damn. All right.
That's terrible.
Brando says Cairo's low T City's a beast, but low key T City's a beast, but TKZ is in a slouch on the ground. Won't matter because that Lima Bean head is done. There you go. Is your phone going off, Jesse?
No.
Oh, it's okay.
I don't have a crap ass iPhone.
Oh fuck, Fred picked up the phone. He'll be back in a second. Will John Bones just get a tune-up fight, or is he waiting for that winner and title shot? He should get it. I mean, if I was him, I'd take a tune-up fight, but it's John Jones. You gotta take the title shot.
Yeah, you want him to kind of have a tune-up before he gets, into the big leagues, but whatever. Remind me, what was the card that had like 2 title fights on it, or 3 title fights?
Fucking every single one ever.
No, just recently.
Hang on, was it 251?
Who was on it?
I'm pulling it up, bro. Kamaru Usman, Alexander Volkanovski, Peter Yan. The Jorge Masvidal Kamaru Usman fight.
Yeah, I think that was the one.
Okay, so July 11th is the last time you watched MMA.
There you go. Hey! I watched Coito get beaten up. That
doesn't count. That doesn't fucking count. Anyway,
that made me sad.
It doesn't count. MMA guy says, "I would love Lewis for JBJ. That shit talk would be epic." I think John Jones would get like embarrassed because I think Derek Lewis would say whatever the fuck. Like, I mean, come on, the guy said my balls is hot and I need to take a shit. You think that guy's gonna give a fuck what John Bones Jones says?
I think also his Instagram meme game would probably crush John Jones pretty hard.
Yeah. See that video posted, I think today or yesterday. It was him on the on his little 4-wheeler, and he brings his son on it, and he hits the gas, and he goes straight into the bushes. And the caption on it is, "We're okay." Like, honestly, I don't understand that shit, but it was great. You good there?
I hope. My fucking connection sucks. Jesus Christ.
It's honestly a tad better now. Shit. All right. Let's see what else we got.
Oh, Fred, we figured it out. July what? July what was the last?
This is the last time we watched MMA.
Jesus Christ, Jesus, we ought to fucking evoke your fucking MMA Twitter card.
I love Jesse hating on Pena. Right. Is Gem City Jesus T City's long lost brother? Because he got the braids or the
I fucking wish.
He wasn't a Republic of Korea Marine or a paratrooper. They're the hardest. Oh, he's talking about Korean Zombie. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Speaking of commentary, this reminds me of how annoying Lara Sanko is when her training partners compete and she's holding a mic.
That's understandable, though, right?
I mean,
like that's more understandable than getting paid as your job to be, a commentary person, and you're just retarded.
Yeah, she's just getting interviewed. She's not like doing play-by-play. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Her color. She's literally just like talking to him. But the problem is, and if you're talking to someone you know, then it's just like you get inside jokes going and you get way too comfortable, so you don't really seem professional. People for some reason don't like that. So Rada says, dude, Laura Sanko in general is annoying. Contender series, and it's like she downed a bottle of Xanax. You're not wrong. Yeah, she's kind of weird with it. He brought up the fact about 200 times on the Dana White Contender Series card. No Sanko, hey, I like my dime pieces chilled out on the bars. There you go.
To be fair.
All right. Let's talk about real quick about this weekend's card. Before we talk about whatever the fuck we'll come up with at this point.
Hold on. Whoa. Bellator.
Bellator. Ryan Bader gets knocked the fuck out by this Russian cat whose name I can't pronounce. My favorite thing about the entire fucking fight, besides the fact that Ryan Bader gets knocked out, because I'm not a Bader fan whatsoever, is Fedor Emelianenko is in this Russian cat's corner, and they hugged after the fight. And Fedor comes up with a big old smile. You can tell it's just like, yeah, that's right, bitch. Like, it was so dope.
Is that cat undefeated?
I think so.
I would assume so. He seems like a real good prospect. What about that fucking ref in that fight, though? Good Lord,
let Bader get fucked up.
Ryan Bader get snuffed, dog. He let Ryan Bader ate a perfect head kick right behind the fucking ear, right on the money, goes down like a fucking goddamn pile of bricks. Homeboy jumps on him, knocks the fuck out of him about 6 times. Eventually, Bader gets to his feet, gets knocked down again, like knees crumble, collapses, and then dude jumps on him and beats on him for about another 20 seconds for the ref finally, mercifully, is like, all right, he's had enough. Like, what the fuck are you waiting on, ref? Jesus Christ.
That was nuts,
Did
anybody verify that the ref had money on Bader?
They should check.
To be fair,
Nemkov. Oh no, Bader, you're right.
Bader was moving. He was doing a little bit, but like at a certain point, the fucking show's over. Like, you know what I mean? Like, don't get me wrong. Bader wasn't laying there asleep and dude was just popping him. Bader was trying to move. He was trying to turtle, but it's like, come on, dog. After he got, like collapsed the second time, the fucking fight's over, man. Bader's not about to pull guard. It's fucking done. Go ahead and stop it.
Yeah. No, and then and Nemkov is not undefeated. He's 12-2 or 13-2, I think now.
Okay, fair enough. Nonetheless, he still fucking looked great in that fucking fight. Now, who was it? Was it Scott Coker that said they had the best or was it
No, Scott Coker said that shit, and Dana White said that's cute.
I mean, listen, to be fair, Scott Coker's got to do what he's got to do to sell the program. But at a certain point, don't piss on us and tell us it's raining. Just go ahead and humble. You know what you should do? You should humbly accept number 2.
Right.
You should just be like, listen, we are the absolute, no doubt about it, second best fight league in the fucking world. I mean, that'd be like the CFL coming out and being like, yeah, we're a little better than the NFL on the right day. Like, bro, y'all don't
on the right day.
It's not even remotely fucking close. Like, don't bullshit a bullshitter, big dog.
You know what's terrible though about Bellator, and I don't know if you guys saw this. I think Pitbull Fieri was calling out what is it? The 135 champ.
Or what? No,
yeah.
Was it 35?
Is it Volkanovski?
I think it was 45
maybe. Yeah, you're right. I don't know if you look at their list of champions, but like there's a lot of repeat names on those on that roster over in Bellator. Like I think Pitbull has 2 belts. What is it? Bader had 2 belts. I think Diego Lima is on two possible 2 belts. I think he's got 170. He's going for 185. So if you got the best, why do you have so many double champs over there? Like, what's going on over there? There's a lot of diversity over the UFC. You know, like it doesn't seem like your pool is too deep in a lot of divisions over there. Go ahead.
Listen. We don't got time for that. That's malarkey and foolishness. Anybody knows their ass from a hole in the ground knows that's fucking bullshit. I guess Scott Coker's got to do what he's got to do. Let me ask you guys a more fucking important, poignant question. With all these double champs running around, we got Bader now, champ. Okay, light heavyweight. He goes in there and gets murked at light heavyweight. Does this kill his credibility as the heavyweight champion now? Am I supposed to give a fuck when you got snuffed out by the guy that's 205? And what does it say about your heavyweight division if you actually go defend the belt? I mean, ain't the way this thing works that we don't assume that Habib's going to go fuck up Kamaru Usman, right?
Right.
And I assume we don't assume that Kamaru is going to go fuck up Adesanya. Now, I do realize that some guys can jump weight, but like when you lose at 205 and you're the heavyweight champ, I have a hard time getting pumped up for Ryan Bader's next heavyweight title defense or in general Bellator's heavyweight fucking division now.
Wait, you were at some point pumped about Ryan Bader being a champion in any division?
Don't be a fucking dick, Jesus. I'm just saying. At least there was a little bit of fucking sell in the streams. Now you're the dude that got knocked out at 205. We're supposed to buy that you're going to be the heavyweight king. And again, even if you are, what's that say for your fucking heavyweight division? Right. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? Your heavyweight couldn't last at 205. Yeah, Bader. Come over here and fight fucking Francis Ngannou or the like. You do that.
Okay. Let me ask you this, Fred. Okay. Let's make the argument about DC not being able to defend and keep a 205 championship belt when John Jones was back. He was able to capture it when John Jones wasn't there, but couldn't keep it. Then he moved up and became the heavyweight champion. So look. I get what you're saying, but
king, baby, that's a different story. You don't bring John Jones into it. Last I looked, ain't no man that walks God's green earth even knocked John Jones on his ass in a fight.
Jones fucked up Bader, and he submitted him. And Bader was like a panic tap. Like he was like, "I'm about to die tap."
He threw Ryan Bader on the ground like a little baby child and went here.
Bader's
he's like he big brothered Ryan Bader like 22 years ago.
I think the thing that the argument that you're trying to make that I think we all know is that Bellator should really, really, really keep quiet about comparing champions and comparing divisions, because I mean, you're saying, what does that say about your heavyweight division? Don't you mean, what does it mean when a 205er went up and beat a very old Fedor Emelianenko to win the heavyweight strap? What does that say about your entire, roster at heavyweight when you have a 205er go up?
Well, no, listen, but it's old, right? It's a bunch of like that whole roster full of old UFC people or guys. But here's the thing about that, because it brings me to this point that I was gonna make about Werdum, because everyone was like, "What about Werdum against Fedor rematch?" And that's the bullshit. I'm like, wait a minute, okay. So Werdum himself is pumping this up, right? He's like, "I would love to fight Fedor," and he's pumping up Fedor. He's the greatest heavyweight of all time. He's dangerous. This and that. We watched Fedor get taken out by Ryan Bader. Then we got to watch Ryan Bader get taken the fuck out by Nemkov, 12-2 Nemkov, who probably couldn't hang in the UFC. But Werdum gassing up Fedor so he can go in there and fuck him up in the first round, and then he can jump around and say, "Hey, this is the greatest heavyweight division in all of MMA. Like, I'm the GOAT. I beat the GOAT twice. Like, I hate that shit, but that's such a Bellator thing."
Can we? Holy shit, bro! I know I am going to sound like the biggest Dana White nut hugger in the fucking world, but yo, can we fucking bring some reality to this whole Fedor being the GOAT at heavyweight thing? Listen, I was outside. I was there for the Pride fights. I wasn't in Japan, boys and girls, but I watched them live. I lived through that shit. Real talk. Fedor's got 2 big wins. Big Nog and Crow Cop. At the end of the day, Who else did he beat? Tim Sylvia when he was out of the UFC. Andre Arlovsky when he was out of the UFC. Brett Rogers, who's a fucking rapist pervert, who beat the fuck out of him in the first round. Zulu, Hungman Choi, Matt Lindland,
Maldonado.
Yeah, fuck. And he lost that fight.
He didn't beat him. Let me see. Pedro.
Fedor was the GOAT. Right. It's nostalgia at best.
Let's see. Crow Cup in Big Nog in Pride. Mark Hunt in Pride. Mark Coleman in Pride. Hungman Choi.
Okay. Those were good ones. Those were good ones.
Yeah, those are good ones. Andre Arlovsky had Affliction. Tim Sylvia had Affliction. And then he lost 3 in a row. Verdum, Bigfoot, and Dan Hendo. At 185 or knocked him the fuck out in the first round. He came back and beat Jeff Munson. Like it mattered at that point. Jeff is done. Pedro Hizzo at M1. There's a lot of guys. I see your point, though. I see your point. And then,
real talk, I left out Mark Coleman and Mark Hunt in Pride. I'll give him them. 4 wins, dog. 4 real big, like crucial wins. Other than that, I mean, his record is a little. I mean, he fought one too many Hungman Choi's for my liking.
Fred, I think you're right. It's more nostalgia, but it's more the thing of what were they always touting that he had gone 10 years unbeaten, right? Like he had the longest winning streak in heavyweight history. But you go back and look at those 10 years. I mean, like you're saying, it's like it's not the cream of the crop. Now you look at a guy like Verdum or Stipe or anybody that's currently fighting right now. Even a Brock Lesnar, man. You could even put Brock Lesnar in and saying that he had a rough road and he really exemplified what it's like to be a top contender in a heavyweight division where they threw him to the wolves, and he was able to survive and become a champion at a time where, I mean, he still defended the belt.
No doubt. Brock Lesnar, I mean, what the fuck? His first fight was Frank Mir. The second fight was Heath Herring. And then Frank Mir again. Fucking Shane Carwin, Randy Couture. I mean, yeah, like Brock didn't really get a Chef Zulu. The first dude he fought in Japan was some shitbird. After that, he was fucking off to the races.
There you go. All right, let's catch up with some more comments here. I say stop the bullshit and let the UFC and Bellator cross promote, make some money. Let me see. Give me Usman versus Lima.
Pride ruined that for everybody, Jack.
Oh yeah.
That'll never happen again. BW and them tried that shit and they got burnt. It'll never happen again.
Although that is a good fight right there.
Right. Give Dylan Dennis a real reason to be fucking scared. Fuck you. Give Anthony Pettis to take my money tomorrow.
Good point. Those would be fucking fantastic fights.
The match we never got at Cowboy Stadium, Lesnar versus Fedor. That would have been a good one just for the fact that I know Lesnar don't like getting punched in the face.
That's another thing that bugged me about Fedor. He just never got the deal done to really come to the UFC. And I mean, I get it. Like, people make Dana White the bad guy in that, but it's like every other fighter on planet Earth found a way to get a deal done with the UFC, except fucking Fedor, for fuck's sake.
Fedor knew better.
Well, I mean,
honestly,
no, it was more his management. His management protected him a lot.
The Dean.
Okay.
Yeah.
One of my favorite comments I've seen all night. Where is it? Because we were talking about how, first of all, Mario Amasaki, referee, school valedictorian, the guy that ref the Vader fight. No, but we were talking about how Coker was talking about that they had to have the best light heavyweight division and all this other shit. Gods goes, then Chatri from One will say their last card pulled in 4 billion views. Nobody's more full of shit than that guy. Honestly, that dude, like, anytime I see a tweet from him, a headline from him, I'm like, oh, did he? Oh, okay, that's cute. Like, no.
You gotta love the Chinese, boy. They are not beyond lying.
Hey, look,
I mean, it's like in Brazil. You could inflate those numbers because it's one television for a whole favela. You could be like, oh yeah, we had like 7 million views, off of like 10 pay-per-view buys.
Funny thing is, I wouldn't doubt it in China. They probably make them watch it, Jack. Y'all is watching it tonight. We getting views. Guess what's on tonight at 9? This match.
Man, well, and all these Kobe, for example, and rest in peace, Kobe Bryant. But all these Kobe Bryant like tributes and all that. I forgot where I saw it, but there was like people like showing like all these kids and all over Asia and everything with these Kobe Bryant jerseys. I'm like, come on now, tell me 90% of those aren't counterfeits. Let's be real.
For sure.
I'm not gonna lie. More than half my jerseys are counterfeits. I'm not paying full price for that shit. So, all right. Allegedly, in case the government's watching. Otis says John Jones or Stipe and Ngannou to the winner. I don't know, but that's likely what's gonna happen. Let's be real.
I mean, listen. I'm not gonna act like I wouldn't be over the fucking moon for
I'd
it.
watch it.
If they did it, I'd be happy as fuck. Yeah, for sure.
All right.
Fred, being the biggest John Jones fan, wouldn't you want him to take like a smoker before he gets that strap? Like everybody's saying the Derek Lewis fight, at least something to kind of like entice everybody.
Yeah, 50-50. On one hand, yes. But I, as a John Jones fan, I'm nervous too, man. What happens if he goes up and gets smoked by Derek Lewis? Then we never get that title shot. Part of me feels like yes, and then part of me feels like fuck it, go straight for the fucking gold, baby. Either win it, pull the Conor McGregor, or don't fuck with it at all. Either go for all, you know what I mean? So I don't know. I'm very torn. On one hand, I would like to see him get, a fight to get acclimated at heavyweight, but heavyweight's no joke, man. And I mean, even Derek Lewis, that's a very winnable fight. It's a very fucking losable fight if Derek comes in with his head screwed on right. I mean, he's a fucking, mountain of a man.
Right. Okay. All right. Well, we're running out of time. We're going to go over this card this weekend real quick. Kicking off at 3 p.m. on ESPN and ESPN Plus. Apparently, it's going to be dual. Of what I heard, it's going to be first they were saying it was just going to be just ESPN. Then it's just going to be ESPN Plus. Now they're saying it's going to be dual broadcast. I don't know what the fuck they're doing. I don't think they know either. But kicking off at 3 p.m. Pacific time. By 6 p.m. Eastern time, Sean Brady taking I swear the first 4 times I read that, I read Christina Aguilera. God damn, who the fuck is driving next to you?
No.
Oh, my bad.
Anyway, that's okay. Sean Brady against Christian Aguilera. Then Poliana Viana against Emily Whitmire. I remember Viana is one of those stuff. I'm up and comer still, I think. Right? Yeah. Anyway. Alex Caceres is taking on a new guy. It's not Giga anymore. I think Giga dropped out. I think. Anyone know for sure? Because I saw it on a tweet and I can't find a fucking tweet again.
I'm always down for a Bruce Leroy fight.
Right. Marcel, what's his name on Twitter? Marcel's always on top of this shit, and he tweeted out. I can't find it now.
Yeah.
He's always on top of this shit on Twitter, dude. Let's do Chirico against Zach Cummings, which I don't know if Zach Cummings in the I was gonna say NFL in the UFC. Mallory Martin taking on Hannah Cyphers, and then Maki Pitolo taking on Impa Kasanganai, undefeated newcomer. All right.
Is he from Africa?
Fuck, I don't know, dude. Let me see.
Fucking African invasion going on right now.
Hey, man, they got Usman and Ngannou, all these guys coming straight from Africa.
Technically, Izzy's of African descent. I mean, he's in New Zealand, but fucking represents Nigeria too. I think. Shit,
we had the Russian invasion. Now we got the African invasion. Fuck, it was supposed to be a Mexican one with a bunch of strikers, and that died off fast. All right,
then fucking goofy ass Stipe still standing tall for the Americans. He barely form a fucking English sentence, but the prick's the heavyweight champ.
But he wins. All right,
John, our champs are flawed like a motherfucker, but they ain't nothing nice, Jack.
No, you got to beat those motherfuckers hard. All right, then 6 p.m. Pacific time and 9 p.m. Eastern time. The main card starts obviously on ESPN and ESPN Plus. Magomed Ankalaev against Ian Cutelaba. I want to say it's a rematch.
Not the Hulk. Yeah, I think so. I think something weirdy happened in their last fight, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ricardo Lama steps in for Ryan Hall against Bill Algeo. No. The other way, right? Ricardo Lama
taking Bill Algeo. Yeah.
Right, you got
Ryan Hall.
Got it. Jin Young Kim against Alexa Grasso. We'll see if Grasso still has it because she didn't look good last time, I think. Then Robbie Lawler steps in on a short notice fight against Neil Magny. The height, the range is all Neil Magny. But I'd like to see Robbie Lawler pull some crazy shit off. Then main event, former light heavyweight title contender Anthony Smith taking on Alexander Rakic. Smith coming off that ass whooping he took to Glover. I don't expect much out of Smith anymore. But what do you think about this one?
Yeah, I mean, I've never been high on Anthony Smith either, man. I mean, maybe I'm just a hater, but I've just never really been sold on him. and then he lost the Glover fight. I think that he loses this fight. He seems like a fucking fantastic human being, a great announcer and the whole most of it. I've just never been extremely impressed with his skills. Like even his win over Gus looks a little less impressive in hindsight.
Yo, is this a 3-round fight?
It shouldn't be, right? Main event.
I don't know. They don't say on here. Maybe something happened.
Otis be honest, so he's probably right, but maybe provide some insight, Otis, if you have a reason why would it be a 3-rounder? Like main events are usually 5, so.
Yeah. Oh, the Eon rematch is when Eon faked being hurt and the ref stopped. I remember that shit.
Yeah.
Fucking stupid ass. God, that pissed me off because he waved it off and he's like, "Well, I'm not hurt." It's like, bitch, you should have acted hurt.
Yeah, but he was fucking still standing. These refs gotta stop waiting. Like, let him get put down. For fuck's sake.
Right. I read this way too fast. Will Smith be the same? Yeah, Will Smith hasn't changed. And then it's like, no, Will Smith be the same though. Like Anthony Smith. Will Smith. I read Will Smith and I was like, dog, come on, man.
Of course he does.
He just did a remix with fucking Joyner Lucas. What the hell? That was great. Of course he still hit the same guy. No, but no, I don't think it'll be the same either. So we'll see.
Plus, the how do you say the kid's name? Radic? Is that his last name?
Rakic. I don't know how you say it. Let's see, Rakic. Something like that.
He lost his last fight, right?
Yeah.
But other than that, he had looked like a fucking beast. So
right.
I think he's going to come in and put the fucking work to old Anthony Smith, Jack.
Right. And then after this weekend's card, we have it's not like a break or anything. This September 5th, we have another card that's not even like put together yet. Doesn't look like, at least not on Google. That Overeem Sakai card. So
yeah, Marcel Dorf has he's got pretty much the whole lineup for that card, and then like all of them up to December.
Dope. I'm gonna have to pull up. I'm gonna have to go to that dude's Twitter and fucking prepare for all that shit.
Yeah, there's like a shitload of them. I think I might have retweeted it too.
All right. Let me see. The original main event was Yair vs. Beat, but that was canceled. They bumped up Rakic Smith. That's what the 3-rounder. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. Did you guys see the New Mexican Cartel video when they got some dude and ate part of his liver in front of him while he's still alive? Did not. Thanks for letting me know. I'm not gonna watch it. All right.
Wow. What website is this dude going on? Jesus.
www.whatthefuck.com. That's what that is. All right. That's gonna do it for us, ladies and gentlemen. Anything else you guys want to bring up while I check the headlines?
Yeah, I think that's about it.
Yeah. All right. Nice and smooth little. Oh, god damn it, Mayhem Miller, you fuck. Arrested, charged with multiple felonies in California. Fucking, of course he did. I forgot he was still around. All right.
He's mentally ill. He needs a lot of help.
He needs help. And for some reason, Diego is talking shit about Nick Diaz and Jake Matthews. For some reason,
I think he's fighting Nick Matthews. If I'm not mistaken.
He's got that fight. I don't know why he's bringing up Nick. All right. Oh yeah. Okay. Before we go, did you guys watch this? Did anyone see that event on the porn site? That shit was wild. Trash commentators, intergender matches, 2-on-1, and hardcore porn just playing at a sidebar. Can't wait for the next one. That was the Cam Soda card. You guys watch that at all?
Man,
Cam Soda. Yeah.
No. How did I miss this though? What the fuck? I didn't even know it was a thing, but I would have been front and center.
Oh, I was after the UFC event ended. I was literally about to just put it down and go to sleep. I was fucking done. And then someone said like, "Oh, they're fighting on Cam Soda." I'm like. On Twitter, and I was like, "No, they don't. No, they're not." Of course, I went to go look. Of course, they were doing it. It was free.
Cam Soda.
It's like it's a cam site. It's like the I guess it's the live cam version of OnlyFans. Like they've been around for a long ass time, and like they've done a fight card before, and it was just weird. But I forgot they were doing it, so they did this one, and like some of these fights, dude, the winners got like a medal, and the losers got a bong. On one of the fights, they ran out of fucking shit to give a winner, so they give the winner a bong.
Were they real fights like the intergender?
They was fighting
like the intergender. So it was like guys and girls really fighting. Is that even legal?
There was an intergender fight. I didn't get to watch it because I missed it, but I got to watch some Thai guy just knee the shit out. I was want to do it till he was done. Then I watched a 2-on-1 fight where I was just like, "What the fuck is going on right now?"
And that was real. Was the one dude at least big or something, or was they just all three?
He looked big. It looked like two guys off the street against a decent guy. And I didn't even watch that whole fight because I was laughing, and then my internet cut out for some reason. But I was like, "Oh man!" But like winners were getting bongs. The ring announcer guy was out of his fucking mind. It was insane.
Let me ask you this: Why is Fred not the spokesperson for this?
Yeah, first off, how did I not know it existed? Like, but what do I
Fight
have to get
Circus. It's called Fight Circus.
Fight Circus. Well, listen, I'll have to fucking check this out. I have to look into this. Yeah. Intriguing. That's 2-on-1s and fucking fucking gender fights. This is fuck.
Yeah.
You know, since Adam has a friend that was a photographer for that, I think we need to hit him up and get Fred as a spokesperson here.
Dude, make Fred a commentator. That'd be the shit.
Yeah, I mean, listen, fucking zap me up, baby.
Yo,
I'm
hey.
fucking there. This will be fucking lit.
Me and Fred will be commentators of this shit. I have no problem doing that shit. And I will legitimately do it.
For real. Fuck. I didn't even know it existed. That would be fucking hilarious. Especially if it's real. Like it's actually two dudes trying to actually whoop another dude. What the fuck?
I don't know who won.
That's amazing.
Now I want to look up and see who won. But anyway, but no, and God's is right. The stream was super shit. It like cut off like 15 times. It was just like stupid. So
that's a bummer.
Yeah. Oh, I'm Jason Miller. His name is Mayhem. Right, you're right. He's out of his fucking mind. Just out of it. Anyway,
he's been gone for a month of Sundays. So he broke into a church butt naked like 10 years ago.
Dude,
Jason Miller ain't been playing with a full deck for a long time.
I don't know what the fuck he's been doing. I don't know where he gets the money to fucking live in California though. For real. All right. Okay, looking at the headlines, nothing MMA related, more postponements of NBA games. Apparently, now that people are saying that, well, good Major League Baseball's not doing it. Now they're doing it. Like, this shit's real. It's getting real. Anyway. All right, Joe. Keep yourselves out of trouble. All right. Oh, hey, yeah. Dude, me, Woods, and Fred as the commentary team, and Woods gets the post fights. Hell yeah.
What's up, Cam Soda? Where you at?
Yeah, someone tag these motherfuckers. Anyway, I appreciate that, dude. Appreciate that, gods. Here, I think, right? Was it here or was it Thailand?
I don't know. That's what I was gonna say. If this was here, boy, China, y'all thought y'all was on Japan. You thought you was on some shit. Hold our fucking beer. We'll show you right up. Fucking porn in the sidebar, 2-on-1s. Fucking Henry Cejudo can come and fight broads. We're down, Jack.
I think what it says is from Thailand. Yeah, there you go. All right. So, whatever country it's from, we will go. Fuck that. That'd be dope as hell. All right. That's going to do it for us, ladies and gentlemen. Nothing else on the headlines unless you want to hear more about protests and shit. So, that's going to do it for us. Make sure you hit everybody up on the social medias and on the websites. Oh, wait. Wrong fucking banner. Thank you. That's what 1983 for Jesse at Kirby _ MMA for Fred. And I'm at Eli32. All the shows are at Kirby, KeyboardWarriorsMMA.com. And then, of course, the website's repthewarriors.com and SpicyPros.com. Hit them up. That's going to do it for us, ladies and gentlemen. It has been a pleasure tonight. We will see you guys next week. Good night. Oh, wait. Hold on. I didn't even fucking say shout out to everybody. Sorry. Woods, Aaron, Unbroken was here. MMA God, Otis. Who else we got? I know we had Raider, MDP talking about he's the one that brought up the Cam Soda card. Muay Thai. What's up? Appreciate that. I'm not going to look for that video, but thanks for the heads up. Otis, of course, bringing all the details we missed. Brando. Who else did we have early? We had a bunch of people. Oh, Kairos is here for a minute. And hold on. Fuck, I think I'm missing people. All right. Anyone tune in, you guys are the shit. All right. That's going to do it for us, ladies and gentlemen. Good night. Good night, Wilshire.